Hello, members of the Okay Fine Be That Way YouTube channel. It is I, Ian, once again, and with me I have my good friend Jason Entertainment here. Who?
Thank you, man.
You want to introduce yourself? You can
yeah,
do
sure,
it better
sure,
than
no,
I.
Sure, no problem. So, what's up, YouTube? What's up, everyone? I'm Jason Entertainment. I'm really glad to be in the Okay Fine Be That Way member family here. So, I'm really glad. I'm really excited to be on your channel, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We actually have done a video on your channel,
Yep.
which I'll link in the description if you guys haven't seen that. But today we're going to be talking about the Mario movie, and our expectations going in, and yeah, there's actually a new Mario movie trailer, which is just dropped, I guess, 2 days ago, according to this YouTube video.
Okay.
I'll bring that up. There we go.
All right.
So I guess we'll just to start this off, we'll watch this final trailer. This is the first time I've ever done a trailer react.
Really? For real? Okay.
Yeah, for real. So, all right.
Here we go!
Nice.
Oh, I got this. No problem. That is a cruel twist of fate. But you were gonna help me find my brother, Luigi.
There's a human. Do you know him?
Do you think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster. Who's he?
Okay.
There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies.
They're all counting on us. No pressure.
This sequence is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Donkey Kong has firepower?
Donkey Kong's there? Nice. Okay.
Been training him, especially with human. I'm not threatened.
Is that Bowser playing the piano?
Yeah, okay.
You asked for it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, nice. That's nice. Ah, then that's
Alright,
cool,
nice.
man.
Oh,
Meow. Ah! You got the cat box! Oh my... I'm sorry. Okay. Now you die.
Yeah, okay.
all right. Well,
All right.
so was that the first Mario trailer you've seen? Or?
No, this is the second one. Like I watched the first one. I actually reacted with one of my friends. That was funny because she was studying and I just told her, "Yo, can you react with me? Like it's Mario."
Yeah, I remember seeing that video now.
Yeah.
Now that I see
And she was like, "Yeah, sure," but it's just I've never been on the YouTube video. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like I tried to like not watch too many trailers of Mario because like I don't know. When I'm really excited for a movie, I try not to watch as many trailers. Like I just try to limit myself.
Yeah, me too. The only reason why I watched the Mario trailers in the first place is because I was writing scripts for One Up Binge, and they wanted me to like analyze the trailers and find like the references in them and stuff like that. So I was kind of obligated to. So I figured, why not finish this off with the final trailer now that I'm doing video for Okay Fine Be That Way. So
but like so you've watched a lot of trailers. Like do they like is there like, well, I suppose there's a lot of new scenes or not too much? Like they kind of recycle
in that trailer. No, the only like new stuff is there's a few new parts of the Mario Kart trailer, or the Mario Kart sequence rather. Donkey Kong getting firepower was something I hadn't seen, and Bowser playing the piano, which is oh man, if they tie that back into the games, because there's one game where there's a piano that goes grah, 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 and tries to eat you. So
really,
I hope that they bring that up if they're using
my god
piano.
No, seriously, like it looks like when are you going to go when are you going to watch it?
Well, I'm gonna have to be there opening night. I'm actually kind of obligated to because I'm still going to be writing scripts for One Up Binge when they come out. So I'm gonna have to see this ASAP when it comes out.
I have my tickets already. I think I'm going to watch it a Wednesday actually. Like I'm going like before the the premiere. So that I got some tickets actually. So I'm really excited for that. I think
Oh,
I'm
nice.
going to watch it the 5 April 5th.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
That's
So
like
I'm
the
going
day
to.
before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to try to make a nice review about it, or just my thoughts, But yeah.
All right. Well, congrats. And did you get like, is that a special Montreal thing that they do?
No, not really. Actually, this is one of my friends. Like, it's been a while. We didn't talk a lot, and he just
Yeah.
comes, "Hey, bro, like I have some tickets to go watch Super Mario, so let's go together." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
totally.
interested."
So yeah, you did do that one trailer video before, but I guess for people who haven't seen that, just what are your thoughts on the whole Mario franchise going in and like your knowledge about it?
All right, so well, I'm gonna start first with my knowledge about Mario. So of course, I did play some Mario games. Like, I mean, it's so popular that like who hasn't played a Mario game
Yeah.
at this point? Like, so I played. I had a Nintendo 64, so I played Mario RPG. I think that would be the Mario game that I really played, because the other one, it's like I've been to a friend's house. I just played like Mario Kart, Mario Party, but I've never played it again.
So
So the one
Nintendo.
sorry,
Sorry, Nintendo 64. You said Mario RPG. Do you mean Paper Mario?
yeah, the Paper Mario,
Oh,
Paper
okay.
Mario, yeah. Sorry,
Because
so,
there's a Super Nintendo game that's just called Mario RPG. So that's why I wanted to.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, okay, no, it's Mario RPG with Gino. So it's Super Nintendo,
Okay.
not
Yeah,
64.
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
gotcha.
I had 64, but that was Donkey Kong and Smash Bros. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry, Super Nintendo. I played Mario RPG there. I think that was the only Mario I actually owned. So yeah, I haven't played too much Mario. My dad was more of a Sega fan, so we played a lot of Sonic, but not a lot of Mario. But of course, I played Super Smash Bros. Like I said, I played also a lot of Mario Party. Like, I've been to my friend's house, we played so many times Mario Party, and yeah, that's my knowledge, like, in video games about the Super Mario franchise.
Okay.
And you asked me for what do I think about the movie?
Oh, just about the games in general. Like, are you kind of a fan? Would you say?
Yeah, I like the games. Yeah, they're really nice. I mean, like, I haven't played too much, but every time I play, it's so fun. Like, Mario, it's not for nothing. Mario is such a huge brand. Like, seriously, for some reason I never owned something of Nintendo. Like, it's like after, like, because that was from of my dad, the Super Nintendo. So me personally, I never owned something from Nintendo, and it's about time I own something. I own a console from Nintendo, because I always want to play Mario.
Yeah, the Switch is a good one for whenever you just want to go somewhere and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about a Switch because it looks really nice. Switch.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm very familiar with the games. I've played them more than any other game series, I would say.
Okay.
In fact, just like in my room, like look behind me, there's a Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay,
yeah. And then I got this hat, which I'm gonna wear for the rest of the video.
Nice. Hey, that's so cool. I need a hat like that. That's so cool, man.
I got this thing. This
the piranha
plant
cool.
lamp.
No way! Oh my god, that's so cool, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was a wow, a lamp. Nice.
Yeah, and this thing too.
The shell. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, man. Okay, so oh, nice. Yeah. So you're an expert, Mario. You know a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've pretty familiar with them, and yeah, so it was kind of interesting for me. I mean, I'll get to that a little bit later, but yeah, it's just as somebody who's played like a lot of the games, they're really using a lot of different references in this movie trailer. Like, it's like they've got stuff from like the original Mario, and then they have like stuff from like the newest games. Like, but anyway, I'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, let me just see. I have some notes here.
But like, it's true. Like, even for me, like, as just a casual guy who plays Mario, like, there's a lot of things I noticed, like the Mario Kart, the cat suit. Like, I remember of that, the flower, like all of those things. Like, I know about that. So like, and I know like there's so many like other Easter eggs. Like this, like, man, like this movie is gonna be like, I feel like every YouTuber will be so happy to break down this video, like this movie. It's gonna be so many Easter eggs. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure like a
totally.
20 minutes video at least. So many
Yeah.
Easter eggs.
I mean, I actually did do a video about the Easter eggs in the original
Yeah, I saw
trailer.
it. I saw it. Yeah,
So
it was, I think, like 25 minutes long. 20.
I think it was like 15 minutes. That was like I did that like the day after it came out, so it was kind of a rush script. But
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
and yeah, but yeah, like they have a bunch of like big things that like everybody will get. Like they have the Mario Kart, which everybody knows what Mario Kart is.
Yeah.
Like, but they also have like little references that like if you'd only really know if you're really into Mario. Like for example, in the first trailer, there's one part where Mario and Peach and Toad are walking across a bridge, and then the fish are jumping up at them from the bottom of the bridge, and they hit Mario in the face. That's actually a level from the original Super Mario Bros. When you're crossing a bridge and then the fish are jumping up. So
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I played it. Like there was so many flash modes in the computer, so I remember like there was always a little fish or the Peter Piranha, like the piranhas in the pipe. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think even like they're referencing Mario Maker. I think Peach made a Mario Maker course for Mario to train on. So there's a lot of different stuff, like from like the oldest Mario game to the newest one. So it's pretty crazy. It looks like they're really putting their effort into making sure that all the Mario fans get what they want out of this movie, while still making it something that people can understand that aren't as into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's something like actually like you bring that's something I wanted to talk about, because like one thing that I'm praising about this movie, like something that gets me so hyped about this movie is like how much they're respecting like the history of Mario. Like they're really serious about this movie. Like it's not just like let's try to cash grab people. Well, at least it looks like from the trailers, right? Let's try to cash grab people. It looks like they're really. It looks like fans have done this. Like there was some huge fans. There were some huge fans that went in this project. So
yeah, and I was kind of worried about that because like this movie's from Illumination, who did the Dr. Seuss movies, which I haven't seen, but I heard they're not that good. Like the Lorax and the Grinch, I've heard kind of that they didn't really respect the source material that much. But with this one, they're actually working with Nintendo, like pretty hand in hand. And you can definitely tell based on what they're doing. It seems very faithful, but like another reference, for example, like there's one part in the trailer, one of the trailers, where Mario and Luigi are helping a girl with their plumbing, and the girl is played by the girl who played Peach in the old Mario cartoon. So it's so they have all these different like type of things that people can pick up on stuff. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that scene, like I thought it was a reference to the original Super Mario movie, like because I think I've never watched the Super Mario movie, the original one, but if I remember correctly, like they're real plumbers, like literally real plumbers. So I thought that was a reference about that.
Yeah, there is some. I mean, they are canonically plumbers originally. Yeah, that's why the whole deal with the pipes going down all the pipes. It's kind of thematically, but yeah, it's the Mario movie trailer. Yeah, it seems like they're actually doing plumbing, which they don't really do in the games. I mean, so. Yeah, that'll be cool. I was actually going to ask you about the original Mario movie, and I guess you haven't seen it.
I've just seen some parts. Like I know the famous Bowser lines, and that was really like, I was just like, this is not for me. Like this is, I think. Wait, what was the name? I think it was John Leguizamo. And what's the name of this guy? He played in Roger Rabbit.
Bob Hoskins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they were the ones.
Yeah, and then Dennis Hopper was Bowser. So
Bowser. Have you watched that? I guess. I suppose you watched that movie. I suppose.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I mean, it's a terrible movie, but it's enjoyable on the level of just being a stupid like cult movie.
Oh man,
it's so inaccurate to the games that it's actually kind of funny. Like it's so I don't know. Maybe if you're in for like. If you're drinking with your friends or something, you want a movie to make fun of. That's a good one.
It reminds me of Dragon Ball Evolution. I think that was the same problem. Like it's just not it has nothing to do kind of with the source material. You just invented something, and that's
to be fair, I think it was a little better than Dragon Ball Evolution, but really? I don't think that's saying much.
Because actually, like for me, like because when I what okay, like, so I had like I had a friend from he's Chinese, and he brought me like a copy of Dragon Ball Evolution. But since it was in Chinese, like I in Mandarin, so I don't understand Mandarin, so I didn't know it was Dragon Ball. I just like, because the cover just showed Goku, but not like in his suit and anything. It was just like a random guy. So I was like, oh, so actually I did enjoy it for what it was. And I'm like, wait, this looks like Dragon Ball though. And then I'm like, oh my god, it was Dragon Ball. Like, okay, if it's a Dragon Ball thing, it's so bad. But just like that, it was okay. Like I had a fun time.
Yeah, I think the Mario movie is kind of like that. Like,
yeah,
it's less, or the old one rather. It's, if you look at it like an overproduced sci-fi movie from like the early 90s, like this kind of Blade Runner wannabe movie, it's not that bad. If you look at it as a Mario movie, it just makes no sense.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
There was actually another Mario movie that came out in Japan before that. Have you heard about that one, the anime movie?
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah, it's called, I think, Super Mario Bros. And the Great Rescue of Princess Peach or something like that. Or I don't remember the exact
Is it like
title.
live action?
No, it's an anime.
Okay, anime. Okay.
It was in 1986, I think, and I think it was like the first video game movie ever made. Based on anything. Okay. It was on Japanese television. They only had the first Super Mario game to work off of, and you can tell because there's a lot. They bring in a lot of really weird elements. Like there's a wizard and a dog that follows them around, and like it's kind of yeah. Again, it's not that good. So this.
Oh damn! I was about to say like, oh my god, I should watch that.
Well, I think. I don't know. It is kind of funny, again, like the other Mario movie, but yeah, this new one has to pass the very low bar that those other two movies stand.
Yeah. I think I think the bar is so low, like they should beat it. Like I think they should.
Yeah, this will definitely. I think I'm gonna say that it'll be the best Mario movie objectively. I don't know if I'll enjoy it as much as the other one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess what's your expectations of the movie just in general?
All right, so for me, actually, I do have high expectations because, well, first of all, it's Illumination. I'm not gonna pretend I love everything they do. Actually, I went to see Minions: Rise of Gru, and it's just not for me. But seeing the efforts that they made, and actually Illumination, like, if it's not for me, right? But they know how to make good movies, and especially like movies that are going to bring money. So with that
I agree with.
so with that, I'm like, oh my god, Super Mario could be like, that's why I have a high expectations because of that, because I know like Illumination won't throw away, I think, Super Mario. And if Nintendo is there, Nintendo loves Mario. Like that would be a disgrace, I think, if they just throw away their best brand. So I'm like, okay, I think. And it took so many years to finally do a project of Mario. So that's why I feel kind of confident. Like, I think they're going to deliver something that fans will love, at least. I don't know if critics will, but for sure, I think a fandom will like it. So that's why, like, I think my expectations are high because of who is making this movie. And I feel like, yeah, like it looks like everybody had a lot of fun in this movie. Like they brought like so many great talents to do the voice, and I feel like they had a lot of fun. But yeah, I have some little concerns, of course. Like I think like for me, like because I'm projecting that Super Mario could maybe reach the $1 billion. I know it might be high, but I'm projecting that it could maybe.
I think you're actually right about that. They're predicting like a 90 million opening week, or something like that. Like that's crazy. So, and I believe it'll actually hit that.
Yeah, me too. Like that's why I'm like, it could. Like honestly, before that I was like, no, it's just gonna make like decent money. But now it could, because I have a lot of friends that they don't watch movies necessarily, or they don't go to movie theaters, and even them, they told me, oh yeah, of course I'm going to go watch Super Mario. Like it's Super Mario, man. Like I have to watch it. I'm like, oh okay. Yeah. And for fans of Super Mario, of course, because this movie I think is going to have a rewatchability. And that's really important. Like if your movie is rewatchable and people want to rewatch it, I'm pretty sure a lot of Super Mario fans will rewatch this movie for sure. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna actually bring that up. Like, if I was 12 years old or 5 years old or whatever, and the freaking Mario movie came out, I would be there like twice a week
yeah,
until it left the
exactly.
theaters. So,
Oh yeah. Like the only thing that maybe could take away that $1 billion of Mario, and that's where I was going with, it's if the critics don't like it. Like
yeah,
let's say you have like a 38 Rotten Tomatoes, like or something like that. I think that could hurt. I mean, it's still going to do money, like for sure, because people are still going to go watch it. And at this point, I think know that Rotten Tomatoes isn't your best source neither. But
yeah,
yeah, but it will hurt. Like we can't deny every time like you see like that. Like for example, I didn't want to watch Dungeons and Dragon because for me, based from the trailers, it just looks like a regular movie. But now based on the critics, like people are giving 10 out of 10. IMDb, I think they gave that. And Rotten Tomatoes
Really?
has like a, yeah, I was like, whoa. Rotten Tomatoes gave like a 85% or something like that. So Metacritic's 75%. I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of interested to go watch it. So
yeah.
that's
I
why
mean,
like it will influence a little bit your choice.
yeah, the critics definitely do. I guess for an older crowd, um, they do influence. Like, it's not gonna like a
Yeah.
kid's not gonna care what the Mario movie
Yeah,
gets
exactly.
on like Rotten Tomatoes, so they'll still probably want to go see it every single time
Yeah.
or repeatedly. But yeah, that's the yeah, because I think no matter what, like it's gonna be a big hit right out of the gate. But it's like you said, just how long they can maintain that if it is
Yeah.
good and stuff. So actually I was kind of a when the movie was first announced, I was kind of down on it because I'm not really a fan of Illumination.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in general. Not that like they make movies, I think, kind of strictly for kids. I don't think they're like necessarily for me most of the time, from what I've seen anyway. So I was kind of like, and yeah, they do make movies that make a lot of money, but they're not really that substantive. Like they don't have a whole lot of substance, I'd say,
Yeah.
as say like a Pixar movie or something like that. But I was kind of like, from what the trailers have shown, I think they've really proved themselves. I think that like they realize what a huge opportunity this is to like have like this franchise go onto the big screen, and I think they're trying really hard not to fuck it up because they just want it to be absolutely as good as it can be. At least that's the impression I'm getting from it. Yeah. So yeah, and working in tandem with Nintendo, I think was a really good idea. They probably should have done that with Dr. Seuss Estate, but whatever. That's not.
Yeah. Well, you learn from your mistakes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it is kind of this thing. I do think it'll be decent. I'm not sure if it'll be like one of my favorite movies of the year or anything, but I think. Yeah, it does look like I will definitely get something out of it. Whether I think it's a masterpiece or I think it's like pretty good, I think it'll be like pretty good. And it might even be better than I expect it to be. Then it might be worse, but who knows? Yeah. The voice cast was something that has received a lot of, I guess, mixed opinions about one person. And yeah, what is your opinion on Star-Lord there?
Yeah, so I think unfortunately, like the only voice cast that people have been critical, at least what I've heard, it's Chris Pratt. And I don't know, like, okay, so I remember Chris Pratt said once in an interview that he's not going to do the Italian accent because he feels like it's kind of out of place. But I don't know, like I understand, like you don't want it to be like you don't want to make fun of it, like like, oh yeah, everybody's gonna do like some random Italian accent. Like I understand that's okay. You don't want to make fun of that, but at the same time, that was the essence of Mario. Like it's so iconic. So honestly, for me, like if it was me, I would have cast the guy who voiced Mario the whole time. But I understand this is a business perspective. He's not famous compared to Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt, in theory, he sells tickets. So with that, knowing that, I understand the choice, but I don't know. I will admit, when I reacted to the Super Mario trailer, everything was nice except the voice of Pratt. I don't know, like it's not. I have nothing against him. I know he has been controversial lately. There's some people who have been a little bit vocal about him. Honestly, I don't know what actually he did, and honestly, I'm not really interested.
The only thing, like what I've heard of, is that some people said he was part of a homophobic church, and I can't find whatever church they're talking about, and I can't find any of his like thoughts on homosexuality. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. Since I don't know like what he did or what he didn't do, so I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna base myself on what I'm hearing, and yeah. So, like I said, I would have wished they could have cast the original actor of Mario, but I understand from a business perspective, maybe that wasn't the best deal. But that's the thing. It's just me personally. I would have wished that. So yeah, for the Chris Pratt, I feel like it would have been nice in Italian accent, honestly. But for the rest of the cast, actually, I'm really enjoying it. Bowser, Peach, Anya Taylor-Joy, good casting there.
Yeah.
Donkey
I think
Kong.
Peach is going to be like one of the highlights of the movie. Honestly,
Yeah,
it looks like
I feel
it's
that
going to be a big part of her journey. Charlie Day as Luigi, I think, sounds amazing, and Jack Black as Bowser. So
Jack Black, oh my god! Like the first, I was so glad that the first line we got was from actually Bowser, because like that's where I'm like, okay, I hope Bowser's going to be like I can look like he's going to be menacing, and the voice of Jack Black is really good for that too. So
with Jack Black and Seth Rogen, as a matter of fact, too, as Donkey Kong. I didn't even realize it was them when I like if I didn't know beforehand who the casting was, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, until now, like I can't tell. Like it's Seth Rogen who's voicing Donkey Kong. I'm like, whoa, it's really Seth Rogen.
Yeah, and I guess my thoughts on Chris Pratt are if you go back, because really like Mario's Italian, but he is Italian American. Like he's from Brooklyn, and before Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, started doing it, they did kind of in those old Mario cartoons, they had Captain Lou Albino, like the wrestler, who was playing Mario in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Do you know those?
I heard of it, but I don't know too much. Not too.
They had like the live action segments, and it was a wrestler, Captain Lou. I forget his name, but Captain Lou. I guess I'll call him that.
Yeah,
I don't think his last name's Albino, but Albino, but whatever. I don't know. So yeah, like I can understand making it a Brooklyn accent. Actually, I don't think that's totally out of the realm of that's totally off the wall ridiculous. But Chris Pratt's interpretation of that is awful. Like he does not. They should have got an actual Italian American, or like just someone with a, like, if they wanted to go the Brooklyn accent, like it just sounds like he's doing a really mediocre, like I'm walking here, like kind of voice. Like it's pretty.
Like, he sounds like too serious for me. Like I don't know. Like, he sounds like kind of. That's the thing. He sounds kind of off. Yeah. When he said this line, like "Here we go," I'm like, "Oh, that's." I don't know, man. Like,
there was another trailer where he's like, "Let's go," and it's just like, it sounds awful.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah.
So I'm not thrilled with Chris Pratt, but everybody else in the cast sounds like they're doing a really good job, and Charlie Day, I'm not too familiar with. I haven't seen much of It's Always Sunny, but Anya Taylor-Joy I really like. I just saw her in The Menu recently, she was really good in. So okay, so I guess like the last note I have is what are some other video game themed movies that you would want to see come from this? There's been rumors that they're going to do a Donkey Kong spin-off because in the trailer, in the crowd scenes, you see a lot of the Donkey Kong characters like Diddy and Dixie and whatnot. So that would be, I think, really cool. But I guess for you, generally, what are some?
Well, I was about to, like, even before they say Donkey Kong was going to be in this movie, I was always like, it's been years. I've been like talking with my friends, and I'm always like, why does Nintendo doesn't do anything with Donkey Kong? They could do, I don't know, animated shorts, because now there's the streamings, so you can do an animated short. But yeah, Nintendo, they don't have a streaming service. But I mean, Netflix, just go with Netflix like Sony. So I was always like, why don't they do a new video game about Donkey Kong? Like, why don't they do an animated short or something like that? Because I
There
feel
was
like,
a Donkey Kong show in like the late '90s.
yeah.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't, but I know what you're talking about because like actually one of my friends once, well, he was drunk and he showed us that, but like honestly, like I just saw it quickly.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's best when you're drunk. So I mean,
yeah, exactly. Like, what's it? This is so cool. I'm like, I don't know what he's saying, but whatever. I was just okay. Yeah, but so yeah, so I'm really glad to see like, well, first of all, I think it's going to happen. I mean, unless like people don't like Donkey Kong, and by the looks of the trailer, I feel like first of all, Seth Rogen, like props to him because he's actually doing some really nice pieces of work. Like he's been doing The Boys. Now he's going to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, like it or not, like he's still doing it his own way and looks decent. I know he was one of the producers for Pam and Tommy. I didn't watch that, but apparently,
what is Pam and Tommy? I don't know.
Well, so it's the sex tape of Pamela Anderson with Tommy Lee.
Oh, right. I've heard of that now.
Yeah. So, but well, what I've heard from it, it's good. Just well, of course, Pamela didn't want that, but from the critics' choice, like the critics' perspective, it was actually really decent, and he was really playing a actually quite nice character there. So that's why, like, because I'm pretty sure if there's a movie of Donkey Kong, I'm pretty sure Seth Rogen is going to produce it for sure, probably write it a little bit. But yeah, I would love to see Donkey Kong, that's for sure. I had just one little concern. I don't know if I can say right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of my concerns was like, I didn't want, honestly, like if it was for me, I was kind of skeptical when I saw like they're going to put Donkey Kong and other like other characters from Nintendo, because I'm like, I don't want this to become like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like I know there's another brand who was trying this and they didn't go too well. So I'm like, yeah, like I like when my movies are they don't have to be like super like Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I actually think that they could do that and then build up to like an Avengers style movie with Smash Bros.
Yeah, they could, but I mean, like, don't have the idea first of doing that, because I remember there's another company who had that idea and they kind of screwed it up. So
yeah, that's true.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, like before the MCU, like people could do movies and then you can crossover, and yeah, that's good. So that's why I'm like, okay, I hope Donkey Kong is not going to be there just to set up a movie. That's what I wouldn't like. But yeah, for sure, Donkey Kong. I would love to have a Kirby. I think Kirby would be great.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah,
I just hope that they don't make him talk if they do that.
Well, I mean, like,
but then again, I'm imagining like a Chris Pratt Mario voice coming out of Kirby.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to imagine like who could play Kirby. Like I think you need for Kirby, get another comedian, like another comedian actor, voice actor. But yeah, I think Kirby and Donkey Kong will be great. And if I can dream a little bit, I would love to see a Legend of Zelda. That's, I think fans have been.
I think that's more likely than Kirby, honestly. Like Zelda's a bigger series than Kirby, so
yeah, for sure, yeah. So yeah, it will be nice. I think Donkey Kong. I would love to see Donkey Kong. I think that's kind of a safe bet. But yeah, Legend of Zelda, and another I really love is Metroid. So I would love to see one day a Metroid.
Yeah,
animated.
Metroid. I don't know if Illumination's the right studio to do that, but
yeah, probably.
It's like a really dark series. If they did it, maybe like they did. Have you seen the Castlevania Netflix show?
Yeah, for sure. I watched every season. That would be
if they
great.
do it something like that, I think it could really work.
Yeah, that's why I thought of Kirby, because I'm like Illumination and Kirby. It's the perfect combination,
Yeah, totally. I think even Zelda could maybe work, because like there's a lot of dark stuff in Zelda games, but there are like Zelda games that are a little bit lighter and a little bit more comedic. So I think that they could accomplish that, as long as they also do the dark stuff well.
Yeah, exactly.
And, for me personally, I don't think this will ever happen, but I kind of want a Pikmin movie.
Pikmin! Oh my god, nice!
Yeah.
Oh my god, Pikmin!
Yeah, that's like my favorite Nintendo franchise, and the 4th game's coming out this year, and I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
So I would totally love a Pikmin movie of them going to like the planet, and I think that would
be great. Yeah, like But that's the thing. I feel like Nintendo have so many like they have so many opportunities like that. That's why I have a lot of faith for this Super Mario movie, because if this goes well, trust me, I think Nintendo are going to watch the catalog a little bit more closely, and probably they'll feel more confident about like doing riskier movies like because yeah, for
Yeah.
sure Pikmin is not too well known. Like even F-Zero is not that well known compared to Legend
Yeah.
of Zelda, but they could work if you have find the right people, first of all, like people who love those games, and the right writers and producers and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely I would love to see a lot more. I think they probably would do the Marvel approach if they were to make a bunch of them in a row, or
Yeah.
greenlight a bunch of them in a row. It just seems to be what movies are doing nowadays. But
Yeah. I think another movie of Nintendo that's probably going to come, and you're going to be surprised about it, but I don't know how they're going to do this, but probably Animal Crossing will have probably a movie, because Brie Larson has been pushing that so much. I mean,
Larson's been pushing that.
Well, she has been really vocal. Like she's working on the script apparently. Like she's been saying a little bit, but I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it after, but she really wants to star in that movie, and because she's a huge fan of Animal Crossing. So
Yeah.
hey, we never know. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see there was an Animal Crossing anime that came out like in the early 2000s, and it was horrible. So that kind of made me cringe a little bit when you thought of an Animal Crossing movie.
It's because I'm just like, what are you gonna do with Animal Crossing?
Yeah, but I mean, Animal Crossing, to be fair, it does have like some really fun characters like Tom Nook and Mr. Rossetti and Isabella, and so yeah, an Animal Crossing movie might work.
Illumination, Illumination will be happy with those characters. Like,
oh yeah, that would be totally up their alley. It would just be like they could pretty much just use the characters from Sing, and then it would be the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally from Sing, yeah. So basically, what you want to see, it's Mario Bros. Civil War. That's what you literally want to see.
Oh, Super Smash Bros. I think is what they
Super
would be.
Smash Bros. Civil War.
Super Smash Bros. Civil War. There we go.
But if we're really like, okay, like if you and I are really like businessmen people and also like producers, like which one realistically you think could be done? Like, okay, I think the Donkey Kong one is kind of there, but realistically, which one do you think like they could do and work with Illuminate, or maybe with another one?
Donkey Kong would be one. Zelda would be a big one.
Yeah.
I mean, they already do have the Pokemon movies, so I mean, like Detective Pikachu and whatnot. So that's a whole other cinematic universe they could do with like these live action movies. Because I think Detective Pikachu was a big hit.
It was okay, because I heard like right now they're doing, apparently the script for Detective Pikachu 2 is green light, but I'm not sure about it.
Actually, I didn't like Detective Pikachu, but I thought that I thought it was a huge hit. But
because I don't know how much the box office they did. Yeah, that's the thing. Wait, let me see, because I remember like it was a hit for fans, but if they didn't green light a second one like as fast as Sonic, for example, it's because of the box office. But wait,
yeah, that might be
Pikachu.
Correct. But I think it also might have just been what made them greenlight the Mario movie too.
Yeah,
because it is but like the Pokemon movies, they've been making Pokemon movies in Japan. We only got the first 3 over here, but at least in theaters. They came out on TV after that.
Right, so it did. Oops, can you see?
Okay. Yeah, it's good
decent.
profit. Yeah,
it's a profit. It's decent. It's just I think they were expecting more because it's Pokemon, like it's the biggest franchise in the world, so probably they were expecting a bit more. I think that's why I think that's why they didn't continue.
Yeah, maybe a fully animated Pokemon movie from Illumination might be something that they could do too.
That would be interesting, because like those type of characters, Illumination love them, like for selling toys, for longevity, like at the movie theaters, like for children. So
that's also why I was thinking Pikmin, because they could probably really enjoy, even though they're more humanoid characters, they're still kind of the Illumination style. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But actually, now that you say about it, Pikmin would be really cool. Pikmin, Like that's why I said Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby would definitely be one that I think they would make in that style.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, they that's the thing. I don't know what they're gonna do next, but well, for sure, probably Donkey Kong. But I would love to see more because I think like the catalog of Nintendo is really huge. They could do more than they're doing right now. So
yeah, Metroid I would love. The thing is, a lot of people don't realize the Metroid games aren't that popular in Japan. They're more popular over here.
Yeah.
So that's why we only get a few Metroid games every few years or whatever, because they don't sell that well over there. It's much more of a, I guess, Western fan base with that series. So
yeah. But yeah, actually, I agree with you. It would be. I think Netflix would do a great job with.
Also, I don't think this would ever happen. I would love to see an Earthbound movie.
Oh yeah, with Ness. Well, yeah, that I could see like I think like Earthbound. Well, yeah, with Illumination they could do it, but I think like, that would be nice and animated, like animated style. It would be great too.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's a lot of work to work with the Mother series in general. Whether or not they do, I mean, I guess they only made 3 Mother games, and it's been over almost 2 decades since.
Yeah, true. Also, like I think, like I said, the one I would love to see one day is F-Zero, like a project of F-Zero. I don't think maybe Illumination, no, but like an anime style.
There is an F-Zero anime actually. I remember enjoying that actually, kind of. Falcon Punch.
Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty cool. I would love they continue that, because I feel like F-Zero, another one that I feel like they don't do nothing with it. Like
totally. I mean, they should be a new F-Zero game. Like, I mean, they pretty much they put F-Zero tracks in the new Mario Kart game, but they won't put a new F-Zero game out. So
Captain Falcon is in every Super Smash, every Super Smash. So I'm like, why he if he's so popular, why don't they just put like another movie? Another game of F-Zero? And actually, it's pretty cool. F-Zero.
Yeah, that's actually like most people what they know from Captain Falcon is from Smash Bros. Because in F-Zero he was just a guy driving in a car.
Yeah, exactly.
But that full Falcon Punch and everything that came from Smash.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Another franchise. What would you do with Star Fox?
I was just going to bring up Star Fox. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, definitely they could do that. I mean, since they have the rights to like Lucasfilms and whatnot. I mean, I think if they got like the Star Wars people involved with a Star Fox movie, I think that would be really, really cool.
But what would you do with Star Fox? Would you do more like Illumination, like Mario is looking, or more like something else differently?
Maybe Zootopia might be a good kind of reference like how I would make the characters for that. But yeah, I could like keep going on. Like, I mean, Fire Emblem I would love to see. I'd love to see.
That would be great, but like I don't know how they could cross over with Mario. It would look kind of weird. I mean, in Smash it works because it's a fighting game, but
yeah, exactly. So I don't know how they could cross that over with Mario either, but
would you like a crossover between Mario and Sonic at one point?
Oh yeah, that'd be. I would love if they actually went to the Olympics.
Imagine Mario and Sonic goes to the Olympics, but that I find harder to do though, because like for sure they're going to put Sonic 3, which I'm really excited actually for Sonic 3, but I don't know how they could transition from. I guess that's up to Sega to really do a crossover like with Nintendo, but
yeah, they could do animated. Like there's a bunch of different animated Sonic shows, so I mean they could definitely do an animated movie once the live action movies are done, because I think didn't Jim Carrey say he didn't want to do anymore?
Yeah, well, he wants to retire, I think, and actually, well, yeah, me too. I think I'm not gonna say I wouldn't mind he retires, but I mean, like if that's what he wants, it's okay. I think Sonic, I think they have and that's one thing I kind of criticize. They should bring other villains from Sonic, because they have a lot of villains that they could bring.
Oh, the next one is going to be Shadow, I think.
Yeah, so. Shadow, yeah. But you know, Shadow at one point, like he's a good guy. Well, he's like anti-hero, so
yeah.
Like Eggman is truly like a villain, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, Knuckles was like that too, because in the beginning they tricked Eggman tricked him, which was actually from the games. So that's true.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, but you see, now that you bring that, that's why I was afraid of, when you want to put too many things to cook in one movie.
Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. I was searching for, because like I would have loved, for example, that's why I love when my movies take their time a little bit. I know, like now, and that's a problem also with, like, I guess, streaming wars in Hollywood. Like now, it's like if you don't make a good box office, well, you're probably not gonna see a second one. So that's why you try to put everything that you can. But sometimes that kind of sucks, because I wish the second movie was just Sonic and Tails, because I feel like we didn't have too much time with Tails, but we also had to introduce Knuckles. So like their friendship is there, but I don't know, like it doesn't feel like as, I think it would have been just Tails and Sonic, I would have believed more in that friendship, and then with Knuckles. But I understand also.
Yeah, it did kind of feel a little bit rushed. I mean,
yeah.
Or they could have introduced Tails in the first movie, even, because I mean, my kind of problems with the Sonic movies are the parts that aren't focusing on Sonic, and then it's just like they go to like a wedding in Hawaii or whatever, and then
yeah, I know that was so random, but at least like it was funny. Like it was so random, but at least they pull it off. It was kind of funny. I was like, okay,
yeah.
Like, the guy, the priest with the gun. I'm like, oh my god! But all of that, I didn't see it coming. But okay, I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I think that's the milestone for Mario. If they could, I think Sonic made like 500 millions or something like that. So if they could be on par of that or even beat that, I think that's where it could be successful. Like that's where we can say, I think for sure the company, for them, it's going to be successful once they get their money back. But like to say this was really a success, it's if they could be on par with that.
Oh yeah, I mean, Nintendo doesn't throw their money at just anything, and that's why it's taken so long for a Mario movie to come out, as well as their theme park, the Nintendo World, which has taken so long to come to fruition as well. Yeah, they really, if it's not like a video game, I mean, they really take their time and vet everything to make sure that they get the result that they want. I mean, they didn't for the original Mario movie, but that's kind of why they didn't do any other movies after that. So yeah.
But yeah,
okay. So I think this has gone on for 50 minutes. Jeez.
Damn, yeah, sorry, man.
No, don't be sorry. I'm glad about that. But yeah, this is gonna be a long video. I guess any like final thoughts? Actually, before that, I'll just say we're doing this video on my channel. When the movie comes out, we're going to be doing a video on Jason's channel.
Yeah.
That's going to be the part 2 to this. This is our pre-discussion, and that'll be our, I guess, review and thoughts and whatnot.
Yeah, so, the second part will be our reviews and what do we think, and did our expectations were respected, or like did they come to fruition, and what do we expect for the future? Yeah.
So I guess any final words before we
well first, like just like I said, thank you for this discussion. I was looking forward to talk about Mario, but like sometimes when you do a video, it's nice, but it's always nice to have another person's opinion with you, so, and that makes it like interesting. So it's not just you talking there and just saying your opinion and whatever. So that's why like I'm really glad you said to talk about Mario. And honestly, I just can't wait to see the movie. I'm really excited for the movie. It might be one of my most anticipated movies. Well, it was one of my most anticipated, but I think it's going up. So yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I put it on my list in that video, but having seen Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, I think it probably should have replaced that.
I think you can scrub it up.
That was bad.
Oh, and I wanted to watch it, but I'm still gonna watch it. For sure, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the mood for a bad movie, I mean, it is a funny bad movie. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's not like lately, like for now, like there's not a movie I've been like, oh my god, that was wow. They're good, but that's it. Like,
I watched one yesterday or 2 days ago. I went to the drive-through theater that's around my place, and they had a double bill. I went to see John Wick 4, and then which I enjoyed, but right after that they were playing a movie called 65 with
Adam Driver.
It was horrible. It was so painfully awful. Like it was.
And I'm still down to go watch it. That's the worst. But I'm like, at this point, I think I'm just gonna wait for streaming to watch 65.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was me and my brother were making fun of it the whole time, so we had a good
Oh my
time.
God.
But yeah, I would say don't watch it alone.
Okay,
You are
yeah.
gonna
Okay,
watch it.
that's fair. Okay, I'm not gonna watch it alone. And yeah, I watched John Wick. Actually, I put my review today. I went to
Yeah, I
watch
saw
it on
that.
Thursday, but it was too long to edit and everything.
Yeah,
And yeah, I liked it too. I liked it too, but again, I wasn't like, I don't know. There's something. I'm just like, I'm not amazed. Like, I don't know. I'm waiting for that movie, and I hope Mario will be that movie. So yeah.
yeah.
So,
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for coming on. I will edit this and get it up relatively soon.
all right. Well,
And,
thank you very much, man. Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
no
having me on your
problem.
channel.
Yeah, and to all the OK Fine Be That Way subscribers, I will see you again soon enough.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.